Yeah.
Have you been to Brazil?
Yeah, I've been to Brazil 3 or 4 times. I love the barbecue, the feijoada.
Where you been in Brazil? What states?
So my wife is a Paulista, so I've been to Sao Paulo. I've been to Salvador. Floripa, that was my favorite place.
Oh, Floripa.
Yeah.
I've never been there, but I heard
It's pretty cool, man.
Cool.
Yeah. One thing I really like about Brazil is all the farmland. Going out in nature and just seeing all the green and all the animals and the fresh fruits. Fresh fruits down there, it doesn't even compare.
Yeah,
in America, what you guys got.
You feel safe walking in Brazil when you go there? You feel no? You feel a little... I don't know.
I'm an economist. It's just, for me, it's about data. It's about statistics and Salvador, you're not safe in Salvador. That's just a fact. So,
but where you feel like the safest that you went in Brazil? Floripa?
Yeah.
Floripa, right?
Yeah, and just when you're out of the city, I think it's safer. No. But I mean, that's not just Brazil. When I go to LA is not safe.
Oh, San Francisco.
I kind of feel safe everywhere in here because where I'm from in Brazil, I'm from Vespasiano, bro. So anything is better than Vespasiano.
Yeah, Vespasiano is a city kind of dangerous in Brazil. You want
to feel safe? Go to Dubai. Dubai is even safer than Asia. You cause trouble over there, it's incredibly strict. They do not tolerate any level of crime in Dubai. It's case by case. I mean, it's all relative.
Yeah.
I feel safe in Tampa. That's why we're here.
Yeah, here living. This is the place that I felt the most safe in America.
Your neighborhood is perfect, dude.
Yeah, he loves Florida at all. Do you think there's anything? San Francisco, crazy. New Jersey.
It's a shame.
Yeah, I don't know. Is anything about? Is anything related to the type of government we have over there? So I don't know if I'm going to go.
There's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors, and people blame it on guns.
I was going to tell her. I was going to ask you about that.
Florida has some of the highest gun ownership. I guarantee you, this neighborhood, there's way more guns than people in this neighborhood, and there's no crime. Period.
Yeah, that makes when it's easier for you to have a gun, that makes the society, the place more safe.
I just think
right? What do you think?
I
feel like it's kind of safe, but I feel there's a lot of crazy people too that have guns. Especially me that I drive all day with Amazon. So if you cut the wrong guy, he's already flipping guns on you. So I think, in my opinion, for you having guns, you at least have some a doctor saying you okay to have a gun,
I kind of agree with that because anyone is allowed to buy guns. I think if you could go through a process to see if you have any mental problem, things like that. That's just my opinion, but there is no doubt that you don't want to scream with anybody else on the traffic anymore. So that makes the traffic more easy. You don't want to scream with anybody.
My friend that works
in New York City, everybody's screaming to each other. That's a chaos. So
I had a friend in Brazil that he came to visit me, and he stayed in my house for like a week, and we were doing deliveries in New York. So he's like, "Bro, why is this siren going on all day? Like all day?" And like the third day that we went to New York again, the first time when I get out of the bridge to go to New York, he went in my car. He's like, let me beep. So you gotta beep. You gotta get into the motion of the city. And then he opened it. Fuck you, motherfucker. I was like, bro, chill.
I was doing.
He's like, no, that's New York.
I can tell so many stories, but it's crazy.
Yeah, because New York, you really. Thankfully, nobody has guns because if it would be a everyday shooting.
What I'm saying is the amount of shootings are not equals the amount of guns. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of factors. But there's a ton of guns in this neighborhood that we're living in now. There's people in this neighborhood that have 10 or 20 guns, dude. You know that.
Yeah, I know that.
And there's no gun problems here in this neighborhood. In Chicago, guns are illegal. But Chicago has some of the highest homicide rates in the world.
Why?
And New Jersey too is illegal.
It's a basic concept of if you're a criminal, you don't care that guns are illegal because you are a criminal.
Yeah.
That's the fact. So we made a law that you can't own guns. Okay. This person doesn't obey the law in the first place. Period. Yeah. There's more guns in America than people.
Yeah.
If you want to get a gun, you're going to get a gun.
And there is more illegals guns than legals, right? How do you call that?
I don't know about that data. But yeah, yeah, I don't want to talk about guns too much, but
it's okay. We can talk about.
I'm just saying there's not a direct relationship between the amount of guns and the amount of homicides. And your neighborhood is an example of that. And Chicago is an example of that.
Just to finish on that, Brazil, when Bolsonaro was elected, he was on a government. He made it easy to get a gun. And what happened to the crime? It low down. You can see the charge says that. So
it's just data.
The data shows
because
that.
Because if I'm a criminal, I think like that. Like if I'm a criminal and I live in Texas, I would never rob nobody's house. Never.
You're risking
but in
your
Jersey,
life.
I would have fuck it. This guy has no guns. What are you gonna do?
So what's next?